You can always add more to a painting, but you need to realize that the painting's already been done.
Like, at what day and moment
That first
was
quote
I
gets
just
me every
like,
time.
I'm not doing this anymore.
This part?
Right. That first
I
one.
wish I could go back and kick that.
It's my nephew.
Dick.
Really?
Where did you
Whatever
come up
somebody's
with that?
going through, like, even like
Just want to know where
even the
you came
little
up with
things
that.
are things that like progressively get bigger. Like there's ways around it. There's ways to like go through it. There really is.
Everything has a consequence. Everything changes with every decision that you make.
This is me versus me. I see. That's what you meant by you were mixing it. Well, I get it. I thought you were just like gonna change flavors. I don't fucking know.
What do you mean change flavors?
I don't know. Like you always drink Busch, so you got a Miller. I was like, okay, he's gonna drink Miller today. And then he brought out one of each, and the Jack. I was like, okay, he's on my level today.
I normally drink Coors Light. Busch is not my first choice.
Same. Is there none left in there?
Coors Light?
Yeah.
I don't know. All I saw was Busch and Miller and the green bottles.
You and I both man looked. We didn't look lower than like the top two shelves. Because I'm sure there's beer on that bottom shelf.
Probably.
Fuck. Well, part 2. Welcome back.
How's it going?
Dun dun dun. Not the best circumstances, but hey, we're here.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
No, I'm scared.
No,
Okay.
don't be scared.
Horrified. Have myself a heart attack.
I could go for one right about now. I'm really surprised after these last fucking 2 or 3 weeks I haven't.
Had a heart attack?
Yeah. Since Country Thunder, we have kept trucking like it was our fucking job. And I gotta tell you, I'm not mad about it. I'm a little tired, but I'm not mad.
You'll get there. You'll get mad eventually from being too tired.
Today I was like working on something at work, and I felt it. I was like, I'm fucking exhausted, but it feels normal. I'm like, that's probably not a good feeling. Probably shouldn't feel normal to be this tired.
You should go do what I used to do for work.
I don't wanna.
That is the normal.
I'm taking a break from really physical shit. Fuck off.
It's not that bad.
No.
It's fine.
What did you do? You said you work in the grain fields?
Yeah.
Doing what?
Treated and clean seed, and then we put it in the ground and sold it to farmers.
Sounds... Sure.
So what started it was the CEO of the company. It's a family-owned business. His dad started it, and then he took it over. But he trying to remember. Lost the train of thought.
Great.
God damn it. Anyway,
Son of a bitch.
So his dad they were farmers. They bought seed from a different place and planted it in the ground and everything. Well then, and sell it and so on and so forth. Well then, they decided they were going to open their own seed company.
Mm-hmm.
So the seed that they harvested, they sold it to other farmers plus some to themselves. And they started off with contracts. So the farmers would have to bring the seed back. And that's how it started. And then as years went on, chemicals became a thing and became seed treat, and then they figured out how to actually clean the seed. So
what does the seed grow?
Wheat.
Okay.
So there's...
I just don't know like the breakdown of what everything fucking does.
So one seed can grow up to half a bushel of wheat.
Bushel. Bushel.
So, well, that's not true actually. That's kind of over exaggerating. So one seed, it sprouts up, and at the top of the plant, it's got a head, and it has at least 10 seeds on it, on the head. So one seed produces 10. So if you plant, say, 100 seeds, that's 1,000 seeds, or however math works.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
I actually talked to my old boss today.
About
Just
bullshit.
bullshit. Well, so my best friend works there, and one of my other close buddies, he works there too. So, you know, I chit chat with him and kind of catch up every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, well, shit, I should call him and see how he's doing and how everything's going for him. So I called him at 7 this morning,
Fuck.
and he didn't answer. And I was like, well, shit, he's probably they're probably about to do the morning powwow.
Mm-hmm.
So I just left a voice message. I said, hey, give me a call back when you can. Just wanting to catch up, see how things are going. And it's funny, he called me right when I was leaving work.
Mm.
Could have been perfect timing.
Immediately.
So that was kind of cool.
Hell yeah. Well,
So what's this in-depth shit you were talking about?
one of the things that I've been really wanting to talk about, just because it impacted me quite a bit, something I got to learn about while we were at Country Thunder, actually.
That's horrifying.
It was an orgy. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, it was.
Where was my invite?
It's super easy. And you didn't even call.
You didn't call me.
Exactly.
Yeah. I shouldn't have to call you. You're the one that was having it.
It's super weird place to have a fucking life altering event. I know, because it's Country Thunder.
Yeah.
And we're partying and shit. But I've never experienced anything like it. So it was kind of cool, man. Aside from all the shows and, like, you obviously know what going to, like, concerts and shit does to people, the energy and, like, the feelings and all that bullshit. It's fucking, it's pretty fucking amazing.
It's fun.
What
It's interesting.
what energy can do to people around you.
Mm-hmm.
And the light that they shed is out of this world. So, one of the times I found myself in the club, one of the several times I was in there.
Is the club the electric
Yeah,
tent or whatever?
yeah, Electric Thunder.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of times I was in there, and I was like, I think most of the time I was like by myself, which is just
Yeah.
weird now that I think about it.
You're just venturing off.
Dude, I was, yeah. But I looked, for one, the last night I was in there, I looked ridiculous.
What do you mean?
Because I was in fucking my button up with the cut off sleeves, and it was unbuttoned, and a fucking straw cowboy hat, which is fine, but I looked ridiculous, okay?
You look like you were ready to party.
I was fucking partying. And, I don't know, we were in the club, and there's like, something hit me, because I've always been slightly at least aware of how I look.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody's always a little slightly aware if they don't look the best or whatever the case is. And I was just like, fuck it. Fuck it. And I started, like, I was just jumping around the stage, fucking getting everybody hyped up. And, like, by the time we were done, me and the other people that was with us had, like, a group of people just fucking in this shit.
Really?
Yeah, dude, like, just jumping and dancing. And I was like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, this shit literally doesn't matter, dude. If you bring the fucking positive energy and you fucking give it out like that, then people join.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, that's probably the most amazing thing I've ever experienced. To look the way I looked and to be able to influence that many fucking people in just a moment. And it made me realize how much more I wanted to do that.
So
And it was fucking crazy, and I loved it.
that was my first country concert
Mm-hmm.
that I've ever gone to. I've been to a Christian concert,
I did not see that coming, but okay.
but I've never. That's the only thing. I was like 10 when I went, but when I went, I was like, the bass from it was like, it felt like my heart was about to jump out of my chest.
Yeah.
So when we got to Country Thunder and went to who was playing when we
The
got
one
there?
that you wanted to go to was Warren Zeter.
No, when we the first night we got there, when we all met up with you guys
I can look.
at the concert, it was Kelsey. No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, it was Lauren.
Mm,
Lauren Elena? Is that?
I don't remember.
Fucking Christ! It wasn't Lauren Elena. God
It was Thursday night.
damn it.
It was the last one.
Lainey Wilson.
Yeah.
Lauren Elena. I'm old. Lainey Wilson. That was a good fucking show.
That was.
That was a goddamn good show.
And I didn't know what was gonna happen when we got to the venue,
Mm.
because I didn't know how my body was gonna react to it. Because last time I was at something like that, I was 10,
Yeah.
and I felt like I was gonna die.
Dude, yeah. I will say that when I was younger, my dad took me to fucking monster trucks.
Oh, I love that shit.
I loved it, but I couldn't. It was so intense for my little fucking body that we
Right.
had to leave. And so I get it, but
But so I didn't know how that was gonna go. But back to the like if you're at a big event like that,
Mhm.
and if you put that positive energy out,
yeah,
people are gonna give back.
dude, it's amazing.
And back home, there's this. I used to go to mud bogs, dude. I used to party and rally.
Ooh, let's go.
And the first year I went, I was there. I mean, people were just screaming and yelling and having a grand old time. And I was like, "Why are you guys screaming? What's going on?"
Hey,
and
can you guys calm down?
then I went a couple more times, and I realized, I was like, "You give out that energy, it's gonna be the best time of your life."
Yeah.
So the last year I went, I was supposed to, actually, this last weekend was one of the mud bog events.
Mm.
And I was like, God damn it. Like, what the fuck? But last one I was at, I was giving off that energy. Oh, that was the best weekend ever, dude.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you put that positive energy out, other people are just they're gonna feed into that, and they're just gonna have that.
Dude, it literally
Party
just
time
covers
with you.
people like light.
Yeah.
And it's really incredible once you finally are able to just like let go and just be that person, or to be in that moment. Oh fuck.
I think my hardest thing was that I was never around those people that were just hooting and hollering.
Mm-hmm.
So the last year I went with some people that were hooting and hollering, and then I started doing it. I was like, oh hell yeah, this is about to be the best weekend ever.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I was,
It's incredible.
almost rolling a couple times, freaking getting stuck in mud, and you're just drinking, hooting, hollering, and having a grand old time. Oh, it's fun, dude.
It's beyond like it's past the choice at that point, because when everybody around you is doing that, and you're in that shit, it really just turns something on in your brain that says,
Fuck it.
fucking go, let's go. And that's what's more incredible about it, is what it does mentally and physically to people, because it's, like I said, it's not necessarily something you have to really decide to do. It's just something you kind of immerse yourself in. And on the shittier side of things, it works the other way too.
It definitely does.
Almost probably more devastating when you are around shitty. I don't want to say shitty people. That's so vague.
Just a negative energy.
Yeah, when you're around like fucking negative energy, dude, and you can feel it. It's like tension, and you can feel the stress and anxiety, and it's just you're down, and it just fucking drags you down.
I think that's a big part of why we didn't leave the camp much, was because of just with the other group. It was just like a drama fest, and it was like, I'm here trying to have a good time, and y'all are just bringing a bunch of shit.
Yep.
And then somebody was just
Someone.
every time the other group came over, it was just like, I hate everybody and I'm not gonna have fun anymore. And I was like,
Yep.
so then I'd go have fun, and then I'd get yelled at for it.
Well,
Catch that drift.
that's part of kind of why when I'm out there, when I'm doing shit like that, if if I feel the impulse to just go, especially in a moment like that. And it's probably not the best choice. I should probably let somebody know where I'm going. But
You're a grown man, and
yeah, I'm like, don't worry about me. I'll find my way somewhere. I'm not gonna go far out here.
yeah. I mean, fuck, you could have walked to Florence, dude.
Yeah, that would have been funny. So I didn't mean to find my way to the prison, but I'm here. Can somebody come pick me up?
Just falling asleep on the McDonald's parking lot.
I knock on their door. Can I get a room for the night? Hey guys, I know it's cement, but I'll take one. I don't care.
Parking spots. That's your room.
Parking spots. I'll take it.
Probably just as comfy as the floor you slept on.
That floor was nice.
I bet it was, actually.
I put a blanket down. We're good. No, but that's it. I just wanted to talk about that, and I felt like it was kind of important. It's kind of something like, I hope it's something that over time I can help people realize, you know, and I get that the first couple of times that I got like out and about and at concerts and shit, you know, everybody carries, well, for the most part, everybody carries this weird thing where like they always don't want to look ridiculous in front of other people.
Right.
You know, so you don't act a certain way because you don't want to look stupid.
You saw what I was wearing the other day.
And once you can let that shit go and just be in the moment, then it really turns. For one, if you have confidence about what you're doing, then the rest of the people aren't going to give a fuck.
Well,
That's just fact.
I just really don't care what people think about how I look.
That's a good start.
Like I'll wear my boots, shorts, pearl snap shirt, and a hat. I just don't care.
I think like one of the first times I realized I was at a concert in Vegas. Not a good start. And I like, what the fuck did I do? I looked ridiculous anyway, and I think I had some stupid ass suspenders on for some reason. And the girl that I was with at the time didn't want to hold her purse, and it was like a backpack purse.
Right.
So I just threw it on. And then I was just fucking having like a ball. And then the people next to me turned to her, and they were like, he's like a whole ass fucking vibe, isn't he? I was like, that's when I first realized. I was like, I look stupid as fuck right now, and I'm screaming these songs in your ear, and I'm a vibe.
So when I first got down here, I didn't. The only pair of shoes I had were my boots.
No parachutes.
No parachutes.
Sorry.
But all I had was my boots, and like if I wasn't working, I didn't want to wear my pants. I didn't want to wear my jeans.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be comfy. So like if I went to the store or something, I'd wear a t-shirt or a button up and shorts and my boots, and
saw that coming.
put my hat on, and I went to the store or I went somewhere. Yeah, I just
see where you're from. It's probably a little bit more acceptable, whereas where I'm from. So I'm from literally this area, and the first couple of times I exposed my friends to that kind of shit, when I was way younger, they were like, "You really gonna go out like that?"
Yep.
I was like, "Absolutely." And they always took pictures and shit.
That's how my buddy was, and I mean, Jess is the same way, dude. If I'm wearing shorts and a button up or something, or shorts and my boots, she just makes fun of me for it. I'm like, I don't care.
You know how long it took people to be okay with my camo Crocs?
Really?
Yeah, dude.
People were hating on the Crocs.
All day.
Oh my God.
I'm like, I'm surprised you could even see them.
You need those Croc boots.
I saw those. I'll try it.
I want to get a pair.
Have you seen those really fucking big ass boots that they sell?
Yeah, the clown boots.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Those are $300. I want a pair, but they're $300, and I'm just not gonna do it.
Just for some clown boots.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I'm just not gonna go down that road. Not for $300.
That's how much a pair of my regular boots are.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think
Wasn't expecting the whiskey in that sweat.
I think my my Justins that I'm wearing now were like $280.
Really?
What's your preferred brand?
Ariat.
Really? Gross. I wear out Ariats. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. My work circumstances have changed, so they might last longer now. See, the biggest problem I fucking had before was running tow truck in the summer.
Uh-huh.
The asphalt being
Hotter than shit.
hotter than fucking everything, and then my bed on my truck being 200 degrees.
Black.
My boots were just exposed to the shit, dude.
They would just start melting.
They would melt, they would chunk easier because they were so fucking soft, and they would just wear down quick as fuck. But,
See, my only problem with Ariats is the soles.
yeah, they kind of wear down quick, huh? Yeah.
But I just go buy a new pair of soles and then I'm good for another 3 months.
I've always wanted another pair of double H's.
See, my last pair were double H's and they were the work boots ones.
Yeah.
So they had the fucking inch of rubber on the bottom of them.
But they put down.
But they were good boots.
They do good. They're expensive boots.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until I tried to go buy some. The lady was like, "That's $3.90." Oh, no, they're not. I'm not wearing them.
I got mine for free. My dad went and bought them, or he bought them offline and then he got them and they didn't fit him. So he's like, "You want some boots? What size are you?" And I was like, "All right."
It's the ones I can't. I don't like it. We were talking about this the other day. I don't like the day-to-day boots that are common out here. The ones that are just like flat. Yeah, but yours aren't. Those aren't the style that I'm talking about.
Oh, you're talking about just straight like
They're just straight day.
just straight leather flat.
Yeah,
They got that leather on them.
Oh, I don't know how to explain it, but mine are close, but mine are steel toe.
Oh, so they're like your boots, but not steel toe.
Yeah,
Right.
and it makes the top of them like fucking flatter, and I don't know.
Oh no, I've
It's gross.
only ever worn Ariats until I got given those double H's.
Well, like I said, yours are fucking riding boots, and that's the part I think I'm getting because the other ones are not because nobody fucking rides out here. Everybody's like, "Yeah, I'm a cowboy." I'm like, "Oh God, here we go."
I wear a pair of boots when I drive a truck.
Yeah, that whole fucking thing. I buy steel toes, and that's pretty much, well, I mean, I don't have to tell you that's all I fucking wear, because 9 times out of 10, I end up doing something everywhere I go.
That's how I am, dude.
So I'm like, I'm just going to buy fucking work boots that are comfortable. I don't really care. I don't.
The only shitty thing about my boots is if I'm standing on concrete too long or gravel,
They get hot.
my no, my feet, my legs, and my back just start killing me. But dude, I can go stand in a wheat field or on a dirt road where
Soft.
it's just dirt for fucking hours. But the minute I fucking step foot on that concrete and I'm walking on it for an hour or even 20 minutes, sometimes I just start hurting.
I realized the other day at work that all the other mechanics, I think pretty much all of them wear sneakers because they're on their feet all day. They're like, I'm the only idiot that's wearing boots.
You won't catch me in a pair of shoes, like tennis
Yeah,
shoes,
dude,
at work.
Also, too, I'm flat-footed as a motherfucker,
Yeah.
and boots contour to that. So, I don't know. Boots are life. Fuck off. That's all I got.
My mom. We grew up not the wealthiest family.
That is terrifying. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Dear fucking Lord. I'd just like to share that. I don't know if you guys have remember Alex, but Jesus Christ.
He's in jail.
Fucking what the fuck, dude? It's a nice haircut, though.
Did you send that in the group chat?
He did.
Oh man. It's
Dude, I wish I had the money. I would get some fucking pizza coming right now. I can always go for a good slice of pizza.
you posted me on the group chat and you
It's like your shoulder.
it's just my shoulder. Oh, that's funny.
You ever had an office job?
Hell no.
I tried it for 3 months.
No.
I don't have to tell you how that went.
I know how that went for you. I could have told you before you started.
Hey, man, I just want to try and be normal. All right? I got a car. I got an office job.
I'm redneck. Normal is outside work.
All right, fair enough. Me trying to be normal, it's like a fish out of water.
Yeah.
People make fun of me.
I bet you went to work in your boots and all, too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sitting at my little desk, making my little phone calls.
Yep.
'Cause
You should have just gotten an at-home job and saved yourself some embarrassment.
it's super weird because, like, I was an IT guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
For a company that does online phones for businesses.
Oh.
It was actually kind of fun, not gonna lie. But it was super weird that they give you, like, you get a break, like, every 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
They get, like, fucking break room foods for you. They got, like,
Yeah, but you still got to pay for that shit, don't you?
no,
No?
ping pong tables and shit. And, like,
What the fuck?
Dude, it was fucking strange. I'm like, this is the office life. How they got to keep you alive and happy in here since you can't see fucking daylight.
Yeah.
So,
See, I like the job that I'm at. It's pretty alright, but boy, do I miss just fucking living the chaos life.
man, I'm getting real accustomed to it.
The life you're at now.
Yeah, I just spent so long, like, with the mindset, and this is going to sound really negative, and I don't mean it that way, but, like, the mindset of constantly trying to get on top. You spend so much time thinking that way. I don't think, and this has come from people that, like, have made it, you know, in our eyes, the people that have made it, they're successful and blah blah blah. You don't ever really feel like you're on top.
Right.
You're always looking for that bigger fucking nut.
Mhm.
So
Well,
I'm just gonna.
so I started at the job I was at in Washington. I started off at bottom, rock bottom.
Mhm.
I was a new guy. I wasn't trusted with shit really. I wasn't.
You're still not.
I was when I left there, dude. I was like my own personal manager. Like I was like, if boss was gone, we had a plant manager.
Mhm.
But if he was gone, the plant manager he was there longer, so he was the plant manager. But he couldn't. He didn't have that backbone to tell people what the fuck to do.
Right.
And boy, oh boy, when he was gone and shit needed to get done, and people were, holding their dick.
Fucking off.
Oh, I was right there. I was like, all right, so like this needs to get done. This needs to get done. Like, let's get to it so we can fucking go home. Or just do it and then we can stand around and not do shit and get paid for it.
Yeah.
But it was like Colby. We worked together.
Oh, Colby.
And my ex-girlfriend's brother, he's the farm manager.
Mhm.
So he was out in the field while he blew a line on the drill. And I went out there, and he's like, I need you to run back to the shop. And I'm like, we're going to need another guy. So I showed up back to the shop, and they're all just sitting in the break room, not doing shit. And I was like, the fuck are you guys doing? And so then when I got there, they're all like, what he need help with? And I was like, he blew a line and I need somebody to come with me so we can go fix it with him. And Colby's like, I'll go with you. I was like, no, you need to go blow the belt conveyor that you were supposed to do 3 hours ago. And he's like, well, I just need to blow it before the truck gets here. And I was like, go blow it so when the truck gets here, you don't have to follow him out there and blow it.
Right.
And
What the fuck, man?
so, and then he just was bitching and moaning. And he's like, well, why can't I go with you and Cole go do that? I'm like, because I told you to go fucking do it, so go do it. And
Ooh.
and then I yelled at Cole, and I was like, get your ass in the pickup. We're going. Colby, go blow that thing before that truck gets here. And guess what happened? He didn't go do it. And the guy that was driving the truck, he was the one that actually went and did it.
Mm.
And then later that day, Colby was dragging a bag of seed into the warehouse. And, well, he was supposed to be carrying it, but he was dragging it.
Yeah, I could have gathered that.
He was on the phone FaceTiming. He was on FaceTime while he was driving the forklift, moving a bag of seed. He about ripped that bottom of the bag open, and I was probably 30 yards away from him, and I'm just screaming my fucking head off, telling him to stop, because the bag had just hit the ledge.
Yeah.
So if he would have kept going, that bag would have just tore open, and I was gonna make him clean that mess up if it
Fuck
did.
yeah, dude.
It's yeah. That was probably the worst part of that job, was when people weren't listening. But
You'll get a lot of that.
I have a lot of that down here. But at least up there, I could do something about it.
People not listening.
Yeah.
Hmm.
My friggin' boss's son's a dumbass. He treats me like I'm a little 12-year-old and I don't know how to strap down or use a ratchet strap or operate a forklift. I was putting those pallets in the bed of my truck yesterday, and he comes outside and he's like, "Oh, this is perfect practice for you."
I would have been like, suck my whole ass.
I was like, "Do you not realize that I was operating a forklift for the past 2.5 years, and you're gonna tell me this is good practice?" I'm gonna smack you upside the noggin.
I don't have the patience for it. When people mouth off like that, man, typically the first words out of my mouth when they get done, finally. Or is there anything else you'd like to add?
I'm at that point.
Or can we go now?
He said something today, and I was like, "Really?"
Is that it?
I was like, "You got anything else for me?"
Are you through?
And then
I'm gonna go.
well, and so one of the other guys I work with, I'd love to just say, like, blame his actions on his marriage, but, you know, the more I get to know him, the more I'm starting to realize that's just who he is. But we had a truck come in, and he was on the forklift pulling the machine out of the truck.
Yeah.
And the side I was watching, he had at least 4-inch gap in between the crate and the trailer. On the other hand, there was no gap. So I'm sitting there watching it, talking to the truck driver, right? And the boss's son's on the other side. And mind you, the crate is see-through, so you can see all the way through it and see the side of the trailer through the crate.
Mm-hmm.
He pulls the machine out, and he comes up to me. He's like, "Thanks for watching that side of the crate." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he didn't say anything. I'm like, "I watched my side of the crate, and you were clear as day. You had 4 inches on that side of the crate between the trailer." And he didn't say anything to me.
Of course he fucking didn't.
I think he just wanted somebody to blame for scratching the trailer.
Man, that's one of my biggest fucking pet peeves is, and we've talked about it a lot in the earlier episodes, but fucking accountability. Motherfuckers need to have accountability. Because you not taking responsibility for your own fuck-ups is gonna lead you nowhere fucking good.
So, speaking of that, so one of the forklifts, we have one automatic forklift, and it's that.
Hang on a second. Let's stop right there. Automatic?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Your pickup is an automatic.
Oh, okay. I got you. I was like, what? You tell it where to go and it goes? How fucking automatic is it? Automatic transmission.
Yeah, sorry.
Fine.
Should have.
Speak to me like I'm 12. Come on.
I know you're not, though.
Yeah, you're right. I'm off for it. Fuck off.
You don't got to use that mechanical brain of yours.
No, let's shut off right now.
But it's his forklift. He's the one that runs that forklift. And it's a stick. And
those are fun.
This one's a pain in the ass. Okay. So I was using it. Well, I took it off the trailer, right? and I'm going around, and I gotta pick up this. I don't remember what I was picking up. I think it was a machine or something. Anyway, I was going around, and it's like a good little jaunt from the end of the trailer.
Point A to point B.
So, here's one door. Here's the other door. The back of the trailer's here, and then there's a fence that runs right here, so we got to go all the way around into the store.
Fuck.
So, I thought it was in first, but it was in second already. So when I tried putting it into second, I mean, I put the clutch in, and I thought I brought it down. Well, it was already in second, right? And next thing you know, boss gets on it, and he's like, "You got like the shifter stuck in between the gears," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "It's stuck, see?" And he's like moving it around, and I'm like, "That's how it was when I got on it." And he's like, "No, it wasn't, because the guy that always used it, he's like, he would have told me if he did or not, and all this and that." And I was like,
so now you're the asshole again?
"Yep." And I was like, "Whatever." So then I was like, can I watch you fix it, so I know, like, if it happens again, I can just fix it so you don't have to worry about it. And he's like, "No, go do this and this and this." It fucking happened to me today. It was stuck in second. I went to shift into first because I was picking up a machine.
Yeah. Well, we probably shouldn't get into depth with that on here because I'm a mechanic and I can't speak for the rest of the listeners. But I'm curious. You're gonna have to tell me more about that.
What you want to know?
Just the technical shit. Yeah, I don't know. Have you ever taken apart that transmission or shifting assembling or anything like that? Or
I've replaced the transmission before on a forklift, and you don't want to do it. Let's just leave it at that.
I get put in a lot of positions that I don't want to do. So.
You know the old 80 Chevy 4-speed transmissions?
Yeah.
And how they're like this fucking big?
Yeah.
Yeah, so picture that on a forklift.
Uh-huh.
And a space just perfect for that transmission.
Okay, I don't like it already.
That's how that works.
Perfect.
And so you have to like figure out, you got to lift the forklift up, take a plate off, and it's like taking a regular transmission out, except in a little tiny space. It is the most pain in the ass thing ever.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of working on like small motor stuff, which sucks because I got really good with motorcycles.
Speaking of motor, what happened to your cross rocket?
Which one?
Yes.
Which one do you know about?
I didn't know you had more than one.
Oh, I've had like 10, man.
Why'd you get rid of your last one? Let's put it at that.
My last crotch rocket was a 2005 Daytona 9.5. Whoa, I don't remember. It was It was almost a 1000. But that bike, I love it. I loved it, first of all. Didn't know I liked Triumph until that bike.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Fucking amazing fucking bike. It was a giant ass 3-cylinder. Inline 3-cylinder. But that bike just like continuously put me through the ringer. I know. Same thing. Like, whoa.
Go from something sweet and
it like constantly had some fucking stupid issue. Constantly.
Really?
Well, it didn't help that the guy that I got it from was probably on drugs most of the time. So I was... Excuse me.
hello.
Oh, God, through the nose. Who does that? But I was trying to reverse all the shit that he did on top of trying to fix the issues while it was trying to stay alive. So finally, I was just like, I'm done. And I sold it to some guy in, like, Goodyear for, like, I want to say, like, $3,500.
What color was it?
Black.
I've seen that bike around.
Really? It was black with red wheels. No shit.
I got a buddy that lives over there. And Goodyear at an apartment complex over there, and I've seen that bike.
Well, I'm glad to see it's still on the road. It's kind of loud, too.
That is very loud.
Yeah. Actually, the last bike I had was a Harley.
Really?
Yeah, it's gonna really shock the world when I say that I'm really not a big fan of Harleys.
Oh, me either, man.
Everybody's like, why? You look like you should have one. I'm like, awesome. Still don't like them.
Mike last night, I could tell
Yeah.
that he owned a Harley
Well,
just because of how he acted.
every goddamn time I get on a fucking cruiser, everybody's like, hey man, you gonna come ride with us? You gonna come ride with us? I get that shit. Like, I get proposals left and right, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'll just get made fun of for having crotch rockets. It's fine.
I like. Did Sam ever show you what her bike looks like?
I saw pictures. Actually, her bike was not far from the last one I had.
Oh, really?
Oh, hers is a street bob, right?
I think hers is.
Yeah.
I think it's a street bob, but I like the Sportsters.
I had a 12 with the 1200. I put forward controls and 14-inch bars on it.
Really?
I'll show you pictures of all these bikes
After?
after. Yeah. It wasn't bad. It was obviously a little bit small for me.
Yeah.
And then when
The seat's like this big, and
yeah, that's bigger or smaller than one of my butt cheeks. But at the time, I was working in Avondale,
oh, really?
and I don't know how familiar you are, but the Sportsters only have 5 gears.
Mm-hmm.
So riding that thing on the freeway,
Yeah.
I was just working it, dude.
Maybe just letting the RPMs eat.
Just fucking 90 mile an hour, just letting that bitch fucking scream. It had pipes on it and shit, so
It was extra.
yeah. I had to fucking lift it because the guy that I got it from a gentleman who passed away.
Huh.
This is a long story, but I ended up selling it for the family, and I had it for like a year trying to sell it because they wanted a shit ton of money for it. So I just kept it, and like our agreement was we're gonna keep trying to sell it, and I'm gonna try to maybe buy it. But as time went on, and I got to ride it and shit, I was like, I don't like. I'm blessed that this gentleman thought of me that way, but I don't want this bike. It's not good for me. So
What do you think of the Honda Shadows? The Phantoms?
I hear good things.
Have you ever been on one?
Maybe once upon a time, but nothing that I remember.
It kind of reminds me of the Sportster, in a way.
I know, like, the Shadow, I think they're bigger than the Sportsters. The Shadow
The motors aren't, but
the bike is.
The bike is.
And then, like, the Suzuki Belvedere,
Mm-hmm.
same kind of thing.
I won't get a Suzuki. I have a Suzuki 1000 back home.
Oh, don't fucking tell me that, really? Wait, what 1000? The Gixxer? You tell me you have a Gixxer 1000 at home, and we're going to Washington this weekend.
I'm gonna try and bring it back down with me in June, if I have bed space, because I ain't riding that bitch all the way from Washington here.
I was like, I'll fucking do it.
This is a fucking long ass ride.
Yeah, my ass hurts just thinking about it. My ass is really taking a pounding over the years.
It was my uncle's bike. He's got I don't remember what his other bike is, but Christmas he's like, because I always told him, I was like, I want that bike.
Mm-hmm.
It was a rally bike.
It's a rally bike.
Not a rally bike. It was a race bike, like a pro race bike.
Mm.
So when he got it, it didn't have any lights or anything on it. So he got lights. He put lights on it and everything. He got the plastic kit for lights and put lights on it. But it still has all the stickers on it.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah. So I told him, I was like, when you're ready to get rid of that bike, I want it. And he's like, okay. He's like, but when you're ready is when I'll give it to you. Well, Christmas, he's like,
conversation.
he's like, you seem like you're doing pretty good, and you're old enough, you're more responsible, so here you go.
No. What year is it?
It's an 11. I want to say.
Is it a crotch rocket?
Yeah.
You fucker. Damn.
My girlfriend at the time, she's like, no.
See, when I hear those words, I say no to you. That means we're not going to be together.
She's had a family member die from a accident, so it just.
I get it, but
I mean, Jess is the same way. She's like,
I've been hit and been down and shit.
she's like, no, you're not. If I can't have a bike, you can't have a bike. And I was like, all right, well, you can have a bike, so I can have a bike.
Right. Well, then I guess you better go to class.
And I've been riding dirt bikes my whole life, dude. But the second I hopped on that little rocket, I was like, oh shit.
It changes things a little bit.
Your balance is different. Just the way you have to ride is completely different.
It's a world apart.
And
Those
it's a world so close, but yet
so far.
so far.
Yeah. Those bikes are designed to stay up. You know, they're designed to go straight. They're not designed to go straight, but they're designed for that center to be on top.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's fucking crazy. The first time I learned that when you're in the middle of a turn, somebody goes, turn out of the way you're leaning. I was like, fuck you. Nope. Have you not heard that?
Mm-mm.
So.
What do you mean? So, like, say you're riding and you go to
when you
you gotta lean
Yeah.
the opposite way you're turning.
When you turn the opposite, when you turn out of your turn, it makes you fucking lean harder.
So you gotta lean the other way, so you straighten out
It all does it.
by itself.
All you have to do is just be a part of it and be confident. It's crazy.
Weird.
Yeah. Lean into a turn and then slightly. I mean, obviously it's gonna fight you. You're not gonna. I'm not talking about like turn, but push this hand out of your or whatever hand. You know, and the bike says.
Well, that's kind of how a dirt bike is too.
Okay, we're gonna go a little farther then.
You just kind of gotta be one with the bike, and when you lean, you gotta.
Yep.
I mean, when you kind of lean the bike hard, you gotta lean the other way, so it
It's magic.
balances out. Like you gotta lean with your legs and your upper all at the same time, so you gotta like drop your lower and I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I miss riding your bike.
I miss riding in general.
Agreed.
I want to get a Busa.
My grandpa has a Harley, and it's one of them big ass baggers.
Yeah.
And when I was like, shoot, I don't know how old I was, but I was like, I want to ride your bike.
He's like, the fuck?
And he literally laid it down on its side.
Told you to pick it up?
He said, if you can pick it up, you can ride it.
Oh, what a fucker. I love that. I love that.
And I was like, I was so close to, like, I was putting it all
Yeah.
to fucking lift. I got it, like, halfway up, and then I just couldn't. I ran out. I was like, fuck.
God damn it.
But, I mean, still to this day, I haven't rode it. But
Yeah.
after that, I just got into dirt bikes and started riding dirt bikes.
Well, is there anything else you want to add before we close out?
I thought you had other questions. You ran out?
We got to meet you a little bit in the first episode. And then what I do from here on is just kind of bring things to the table and get your take on them.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's what I do with repeat guests, you know. It's part of learning how connected you are with certain people. You know, when you can relate to certain intimate topics like that. Like just like everything we talked about today, you know, you agree that really bringing that positivity, you know, lights up more than just the person you're with. It can light up a whole fucking crowd. So it's cool to think about.
Since, you know, like, you don't really know me very much.
I don't know you for shit.
But you know me more than I know you. So let's hear a little background on you.
How about we make that episode number 3?
All right. We could do that.
I'll let you ask some questions.
You let me ask some questions. God, that means I gotta like actually like think about what I want to ask instead of just asking you some stupid random questions.
It's all good.
Anyway,
Well, we'll end it with that,
with crotch rockets.
with crotch rockets and positive energy.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
feel like they go hand in hand.
Yeah. Some
Pretty,
days.
it's pretty solid unless you're on the ground. But anyway, yeah, fuckers, just keep that vibe. Stay positive. Be positive. You can light up the room doing it. I think it's important, and I think it's important that you just do your best to be a loving person and keep things alive. I feel like I was like a radio station guy. KYOT. They don't exist anymore.
I definitely. If somebody's positive around you, it'll impact their life.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
That's definitely what I think about positive energy and in a group, or just even if you're nice to somebody and just being positive to a random person, it's going to impact their life to a point where you won't even understand.
There are random moments of kindness from like instances in my days where you hold on to them.
Mm-hmm.
You think about them because they made a moment of your life a little bit better. And I'll tell everybody the same thing. I was texting one of my friends today, and we started talking a little bit more about just life and being around people and like our group and shit like that. And I feel like it's so much more important that life is already fucking hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
There's no sense in making it fucking harder. We have this wonderful opportunity that's been plopped in our lap to have fun with people and to connect with these people and to have a fucking good time.
You should put that in the intro.
Fuck.
Life's hard enough.
Life's hard enough, dude. We don't need to make it fucking worse.
Yeah. That
I
should be the quote of the day.
I feel like that's pretty important, and I try to tell people that, try to convey that often. Like, shit sucks as it is.
And I don't think a lot of people understand that. Like life isn't easy.
No,
it's hard.
Nobody's having a good time right now. Not with all the crazy shit going on.
No, I mean I'm having a pretty good time.
Yeah, this is actually pretty fun. But
just life itself is hard.
Mm-hmm.
You're never going until you become a millionaire and don't have to pay anything. Life is going to be hard. You got to fight for what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You got to fight for what you believe in.
You got to fight to survive.
You got to fight to survive.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot like me personally. If like personal take on homeless people, I think if they can go to a QT or a truck stop, go shower, and then go walk around and find a job. But if I still see them on, like, I don't say that to their face,
right.
But like if they got a sign up or don't even have a sign at all and they're just sitting there, and if I got some food or like a water or something,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it to them.
Yeah.
Like
there's definitely a benefit to sharing what you have.
like one small act of kindness like that can
Change their life.
Can change their life.
Yep.
So I don't know. That's just like life. A lot of people think life's hard for us, but if people are sitting on the corner wanting some food or something, or some change or something, like you might be out a couple bucks if they go use it for drugs or use the aluminum on the shit bag. But it's the it's the thought that counts.
It really is. Something else I saw the other day was just make sure you're doing right by people. What they do with it is not your. It's not your. It doesn't matter. It's just do right by people and it comes back.
And if you don't like somebody, you don't need to be an asshole to them.
Right. It's one thing to not like them. That's fine. We're not all gonna get along all
Yeah.
the time.
But
But-
you can still be civil,
Right.
and
Oh, that is so fuck. Say that louder for the people in the back, because most motherfuckers won't get that. Fuck.
I mean, it's just this. That's just. I want to say it's as simple as that, just to be civil with them. But
Mhm.
you got to get out of your own. You got to get away from your own ego, and think about others around you, not just yourself. That's how I look at it. And a lot of people, you know the saying, look at the glass half full, not half empty.
Yeah.
Those people that stay in their, or just stay with themselves and think about themselves and
Mhm.
their opinions, the only thing that matters, they're the ones with the glass half empty.
Those are the people that'll just dump it out in front of you just to make sure nobody has a glass. That's that ego.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, it's empty, but it's half full still.
Yeah, we're good. That's fine. Wow. That's pretty phenomenal. I'm glad to hear you say shit like that, because the ego will be the death of you.
It will. You know,
You're going to end up fucking alone and just in your own bullshit that you started.
me and my buddy, we used to butt heads a lot. And, you know, he's, we're not blood related or anything, but I call him my brother.
Mhm.
And we've butted heads a lot. And he straight up didn't, he started like, I don't know, he got so mad at me, he was yelling at me, and then told me we weren't friends anymore. And I was like, all right then.
Well, that's that.
And then this is why I respect him, to an extent.
Maybe a little bit.
But 2 days later, he calls me and he's like, hey, I know we butt heads, and I know sometimes we don't agree on things, but I didn't mean what I said when I said we weren't friends. I was just angry, and you know, I just wanted it to be over. And I straight up told him, I said, next time you want it to be over, just turn around and walk away, or say, hey, I ain't doing this.
Yep. That's
I get-
It's another hugely important part that I think a lot of people miss, is you don't have to. Once it gets there, you know, you're gonna burn that bridge, and it's not always gonna be fixable.
Yep.
Uh, guilty of that, a lot.
Agreed.
Yeah. That was,
I've been there, done that, and that's when I realized, I was like, hey, you know what? Don't need to hang on to shit.
Nope.
Because the more you hang on, the more shit's gonna hurt.
Yep.
And
I've spent so many of my years trying to make amends with half the fucking shit that I've done to people growing up.
you're one of them bullies, huh?
I was never a bully. I was bullied.
Oh.
And then when I became an adult, and I had money and friends, and one of the only assholes with a car and a house, guess who got to be popular?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I spent a lot of time burning fucking bridges. So
That's
I got to fix it all.
I'm dealing with one of them bridges. It's not fun.
I am always dealing with one of them bridges, and we ain't talking about shorts. But anyway,
Spend a year and a half with somebody and you just burn that fucking bridge down. It's like, what the fuck?
oof. On that note,
Ba-ding. Room service. I'm done.
as always, like, follow, subscribe. Questions, comments, concerns on any platform you listen. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast. There's a bunch of others that I don't know about because I don't know where it goes, which I should. But if you see the Facebook page, drop a line. Say hi. If you want to be a part of it, drop a line. Email me, meversusmeinfo@gmail.com. However you want to communicate, I will respond.
Is that it?
That's it.
You
That's,
got it.
That's fucking it.
Till next time.
And like you said, quote of the day is, life's too fucking hard as it is. We don't need to make it more difficult by fighting each other. So, don't forget it.
Peace out, Cub Scouts.
Cub Scouts. I love you.